Hey everybody, welcome back to San Joaquin Audit. Today's video is brought to you from the channel Good Guy Audit. Today we're going to look at the dichotomy between the way some public employees react versus others. For instance, you get this guy right here who's captured doing nothing, staring off into blank space. Once he realizes that he's being filmed, wasting tax dollars, look how he reacts.
What's he doing? Oh, he stuck the middle finger up at me. What the fuck was that about? How am I trespassing?
You can film all you want up front, but you can't be in the back.
There's no sign saying.
Yes, there is. I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you. Come on.
I want that officer's number that stuck the middle finger up at me. What was that about?
You can go in the front lobby and tell them if you like, sir.
They probably don't give a fuck.
I bet you they do.
I didn't see no signage, so.
Yeah. See the stop sign with the big square sign?
What's that say?
You have ID on you?
For what?
Because you're trespassing right now.
No, I'm not trespassing. You didn't ask me to leave.
What's that?
You didn't ask me to leave. You gotta ask me to leave first.
Come on, I'll show you.
If I refuse to leave, then I'm trespassing.
No, that's not the way it works.
Well, I wasn't aware that sign is all over there in the bushes.
We've heard all
So you see how
about
as soon as
it
you see how you called me, I came over?
Yeah.
And you asked me to leave,
just
I'm
telling you,
leaving.
if it's posted,
You can't, well, I didn't
can't-
see
you
that.
can't come
That's
in.
probably for cars. I came right here. I came from this door and walked around. There's no signs right here.
Okay.
You understand?
So you don't want to give me your ID?
No, for what?
Okay.
You gotta ask me to leave, and if I don't leave, then I'm trespassing. That's how trespassing works.
Not when they're supposed to.
And you don't need my ID to serve me a trespass notice.
Yeah, you do. How am I going to serve you a trespass notice if I don't know who you are?
You don't need to know who I am. I want to see that signage that you was
Go
talking
ahead,
about.
go look at it.
You trying to trespass me? You need my ID. Police personnel on auto center access only. Why is this sign over here if this is...
You're good?
You should put a sign right there.
Right.
Or you should like gate this off.
You're right.
Because that makes no sense.
You're sleeping.
Can I get your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Sergeant Leonard.
You got a badge number?
336.
336, and you?
Detective Cecily.
Cecily? You got a badge number?
2167.
Is there like a comment or like a box where I could drop some recommendations? Because
Or
you
you
see
can
the-
send an email to the tips line.
you should either gate this off
You should.
or put a sign right here, because I came from here. There's no way I'm gonna see that sign all the way over there. You know what I mean? So
You're right. All right, man. Have a good night. Have a good night.
I want that detective's name, man.
I don't know what detective you're talking about.
He was zoned out. He was spaced out. He was like looking at a coffee machine or something. And he seen me stick the middle finger up at me.
He put the middle finger up in?
Yeah, he noticed I was recording. He was like, fuck you. Well, he did it with a smile, so I guess it's okay, right?
I don't know. I'll go see who it was. I don't know who you're talking
Tell him I said happy holidays, all right?
Alright, so Good Guy Audits handled that ID refusal like a boss. It sucks that Mr. Middlefinger had to be so petty, but this next officer is a breath of fresh air. Watch as he respects the First Amendment and our First Amendment right to film in public. But before we check it out, do me a favor and go subscribe to Good Guy Audits and let them know San Joaquin Audit sent you. Let's try to get him to 2,000 subs.
Spoke with?
Stand up here. My name is Officer Ushorski. My badge number is 193.
How you doing?
How are you?
So I guess they called you.
Yeah, they did.
Do you know why?
How do I explain this to you as honestly as I possibly can? There's nothing illegal that you did. So
Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, you did nothing illegal. This is a public
Right,
building. You're
right.
allowed to be
So
here.
can I go with you so you can educate him, please?
I already did. I already told him that.
I
that you were
would like
allowed
to.
be
I would
here.
like to capture that, because that's
Yeah.
why I do what I do,
We're not
so
gonna
that people
embarrass
could.
people on camera.
It's
You know,
not
that's
embarrassing.
not
It's
fair.
it's an educational moment,
Yeah.
and that's
But
why I
it's
do
not-
what I
it's a public
do.
building, it's a state building. You're more than allowed to be there.
Right.
he was telling me about his policies and all that stuff. And you know, he's got a right to enforce his own policies.
Right, and I have a right
That's
to
not my
refuse them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's not my job. I don't enforce policies, I enforce laws. So there's no law that you broke, nothing like that.
I wish every officer was you. I wish like we could make like 1 million clones and just put
Me
them
too.
out on the street.
Yeah. So
Right.
so that's all. And you didn't trespass or anything like that.
No.
I asked him if he had asked you to leave, and he said no.
He didn't.
So that being said,
And even if he wanted to try to trespass me,
Yeah.
he can't because I'm not committing any crime.
well,
You need, like, I'm not being
the way
disorderly.
Correct. The way trespass works is you don't have to be committing a crime in order to be trespassed.
Since when?
Since
From a
always.
public place?
Correct. As long as a manager of that public property says, I don't want so-and-so here anymore, they sign their name on it, and then when you come back, then you're
Wouldn't that
committing
be
a crime of
violating my rights,
trespassing.
though? Because if I'm under the assumption, right, that you cannot trespass me from a public place unless I'm committing a crime, like being disorderly, right, going into
Technically,
private,
you could go,
going into
let's say,
private.
to a park and you damage property, right? Just because you get
Damage
arrested for damage
property.
property doesn't mean you can't come back to that park.
No, but you're damaging property. What I'm saying is you can't trespass me from a public place unless you're suspecting me of committing a crime. Have committed a crime, or I'm going to commit a crime.
Not in the state of New York, unfortunately.
Alright, I want to take this time to highlight Officer Yajorski for doing a good job. Everybody jumps to the conclusion that we're so damn anti-cop on this channel because we critique the police whenever they fail to do their job right. We're not anti-cop, we're anti-bad cop. Officers like this one will get the highlight on my channel for doing their job correctly. And auditors like Good Guy Audits will get highlights for my channel too whenever I see that they conduct their work in a good manner. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave me a thumbs up and a comment. Also, if you or a loved one has had an interaction with the police that you'd like me to share, feel free to send the video to my email, policeclip6@gmail.com. It may be featured in a future video on one of my channels.